Well, uh, the whole point of this endeavor is to be honest. Um, so, um, towards that, I'm just feeling, frustrated and annoyed, um, mostly with myself. You know, same old, same old. But I'm making progress. I don't make the exact same mistakes again and again. I make new ones instead. And that's something to smile about. So I do. Because that is living. And if I'm making the exact same mistakes over and over again, then I don't know. I can't really do much with that. But if I'm running up against new mistakes, or at least even maybe it might be similar old mistakes up against a new backdrop or context, because you know life keeps changing, and so if I get shown similar problems, they might have similar answers and similar mistakes. There's similar lessons to be learned from them. I don't always remember everything. Like this, it's like I might have a default to, get frustrated or get despaired or, want to run away or want to, stop, whatever. Like, I'm fine, I'm going to quit. I'm going to, just go silent. I can do that. I'm free to do that. Um, you know, I find that for at least myself, I've already done that. I have uh, removed a great portion of. I mean, it was a lot of it just kind of fell away because I stopped, paying attention to it, and just never went around to reconnecting because I didn't really have any connection to begin with. I just never formed those connections to the point where it's like, so after decades of neglect, it's like, it's like people have moved on with their lives. So it's like just because I get sober doesn't mean that the world is ready to embrace me back into the fold or something. No. And even in sobriety, I'm very careful about, well, now I am, about letting people get to know me. Um, and I'm careful about who I get to know. I try to be. Because people want a lot of time. And I need time too. I'm trying to get to know somebody. Um, and I might overextend my welcome. And, you know, yeah. But anyway, tonight, uh, speaking about time, uh, one of the guys was complaining, just basically just whining, um, and he's been around long enough that probably getting towards like 3 to 4 months that, and he's been complaining about the same problems over and over, and it's like can't help you. No one can help you through these problems that you're having. Legal system, you know. Um, yeah, I don't know how you deal with that. I didn't, I mean, other people around, they have their opinions, and most of them are like, yeah, you get into this, no one made these choices that led to you being here. You made those choices yourself. So it's like if you're being asked to do this, and it's like you're having trouble um, finding time to, make the time for all this stuff that's going on in your life that you need to take care of. You can't find time to sleep, or, um, you know, I don't know. I'm not this person, but it seems like other people manage to find the time, and they don't complain about it as much. So maybe he's special. Maybe the rules don't apply to him. Um, maybe maybe there is some other mental or physical uh, thing going on with him that he doesn't talk about. That he is facing a crisis that you know is different than other people. But he seems, you know, appearance-wise, and from how how he talks and how he lets himself be known, from what little I know about him, he seems like a perfectly healthy young adult, capable of doing as much as what anybody else is able to. And so it's on him. It's his life. It's his recovery, or whatever he wants to do with it. So, and if he, wants to, change the rules, he can stop doing whatever is being asked of him. And, as long as he's willing to accept the consequences, he's free to continue. But if he wants to get free of whatever, it's like, and he will get exactly what he puts into his own life, so, yeah. You can want it for him, but can't, he's got to want it for himself, because he's the one that has to do it. And it's like, no one has it, like, I think he thinks, I mean, this is me projecting, but I think he thinks that he has it worse off than everybody else around him. Everybody else somehow has it easier than him, and that he is being strategically targeted for these, horrible, horrible travesties of public embarrassment or torture. Who knows? But one of the things that I remember from my early days at treatment was, one of the guys, or one of the, old timers, and I don't, get off the cross. A lot of, complaining and about the inequities of life. And it's like, you're not the only one with problems. And it's okay to have problems, but it gave us something to talk about. So there's something to be. And we didn't, we sympathized as much as we could. I mean, I did, even though I kind of, after he shared again and didn't really pick up on what he was being told, it was just continuing to complain about how unfair he was being treated. Then I kind of yelled at him a little bit, in my way. Just employed a little bit more of a voice to it. Gave it a little bit more resonance. And it's like, you should consider yourself lucky. And these are good problems. And this program saved my life, is saving my life. That whole thing. And if I want more of what I used to get, by my own choice, I can have more of that. But and also I went over the thing about the whole self-fulfilling prophecy. That and also conditions. If I am starting to set conditions, because he's been setting conditions this whole time, he just hasn't found a way to make them come true yet. If this happens, then I'm going to do this, or if that happens, then I'm going to do that. It's like, if I don't get treated better, or if I don't get, if this, it's going to have been a shame, and he may or may not survive, and or prison time, whichever, it's his choice, and he may or may not hurt others in his adventures, and I don't have any control of that. I can share my experience. I got lucky myself that I didn't, but I can't even begin to tell. It's like what kind of demoralization it was like to watch me go around living as I was. I didn't get into any car accidents. I hadn't yet. I was probably, it was only a matter of time, but, I was so careful. Yay for being careful. but it took what it took to get me into the rooms, and then I've just been choosing to stay because it benefits me. I get something out of it. I guess I get to feel like I have something to offer. I have value. Um, I'm important. It gives me a sense of purpose, and I don't ask for anything. I just show up and have some coffee and then I leave. I used to stick around and hang out afterwards, but it was always just so uncomfortable trying to make conversation, and I don't really have much to talk about. I can gossip and small talk, but it feels so forced, and I don't get much out of it. I try to expand conversations into other territory, but I don't get what I'm looking for. So I don't know. I just came back tonight, and this is what I'm doing. This is my debriefing for myself, I guess, is what I'm doing. How I feel about life, how I felt about this evening. I did end up putting up that other one, but I've left it. So it's there, but no. I don't know if it'll, yeah. But it is there. The only reason it's not accessible and it's a little bit different is because I didn't like how it went towards the end. I got a little bit negative, and maybe that's something I need to grow out of, is allowing myself to be seen getting a little bit more dark than I want to, because it's like I just got a little bit more frustrated than usual, where I'm just starting to turn over darker thoughts, and I can see how that could be taken the wrong way. And it's like, well, as I know I'm putting these up, and it's like seeing them out of context or out of time, it's like like I can only imagine, because I know how when I see things and I don't know the context or the story, I can take things the wrong way, and I do it all the time. I have a history of doing it, and I can't. The only thing I can do to not do that is to not expose myself to stuff, because I can just put my, turn off. I don't even own a TV. I don't watch TV, because I don't know what to do with the information. So I'm just very careful about what I look at, the information I take in, because it's like this whole vaccine thing. If that becomes like a whole mandatory thing, I don't know how I feel about that. I'm going to have to check with some people, because I don't know what to feel about it. Because it's like, is this okay? Should I feel okay about this? Because I worry about, like, this whole thing being rushed to market, or and it's like, I just don't know, because I just don't trust. I don't have a lot of trust in our institutions that are in charge of the greater good. I don't know. It feels some of our trust has been misplaced in a lot of our higher ups. So I don't know. So I'll face that when it comes to time. But until I'm faced with that choice, I guess I don't have to make it. But without I kind of like to make an informed decision. And it's like, I didn't used to have a problem with vaccinations. But all of a sudden with this one, it feels wrong to me. Something feels wrong. It might just be my perception. It probably is, because usually things are my perception. I just don't like the fact that it's been rushed. And there's like the trials have probably been like, what corners have been cut to make it marketable, to get it on the shelves. And it's like, I'm not in a position to really ask questions or have any. If I don't like it, I don't know what my options are. So I mean, if it's just a matter of like, well, I mean, because we're going to have to wear masks anyway, and we're not. It's not like you can get your shot and then go back to normal. No, no. You still have to do everything else that we've been having to do this entire time. It's just now I don't know. So it protects other people from me, or protects me from other people, somewhere in the middle of that. So, are these good problems to have? No, they're better than the problems I used to have. These moral crisi, or the morality of ethics, or the ethics of morality, which I've used to debate all the time, But now I do this. So, again, this is going nowhere. And it's just me talking in circles, thinking in circles, and for no particular reason. Maybe it'll make sense later. I'll go with that. I know enough for now. And the best thing I can do is not make anything worse for myself. And that's what I told the guy tonight. That was one of the things. Was that, do what you're supposed to do. Do what is being asked of you. And try to keep a positive outlook on things. Because it can make things worse, in a heartbeat, But, it takes, courage to, just stick with it. Well, I don't know if anything I said helped. There's a crowd of those who a little bit entitled, a little bit owed, a little bit wrongfully accused. I feel but society didn't target them and choose them to be persecuted. No, they were stopped from hurting themselves or hurting other people. So, didn't just make up these laws out of nowhere. And I don't even know what his charges are. They might, who knows? I don't know. It's none of my business. And I don't ask. Because most likely, as soon as he gets, I'll just never see him again anyway. So most people I just, treat as very temporary, So it doesn't really pay me to, or to get to know people, because I get to care about them, and then they go away. And that's what I've gotten used to. Just that is the cycle. So anyway, it sounds a little bit depressing. Well, it is. So I somehow managed to do what I do, and this is going to take a while to upload. So anyway, it is what it is. Am I happy about everything? No. But when am I? Well, I'm sometimes happy. Sometimes I don't know I'm happy when I'm actually happy. So anyway, I'm going to just call it there before it goes on too much longer, because I'll just keep rambling for no particular reason. And